Hi everyone, this is Ahsan Raza from Online Masters of Science in Computer Science. Today I'm going to present my poster whose topic is Discoverability in Voice Interfaces or Virtual Assistant. Two of my other group members, Dan Goodrick and Matthew Mann, really contributed a lot in this study, and I'm really thankful for them. So let's start this poster presentation, and first we define what actually Virtual Assistant or VA are. So VA or Virtual Assistant can be defined as a user's ability to learn how to accomplish a desired task using Virtual Assistant's voice interface. There are a number of graphical interfaces available, but there are some VAs who primarily rely on voice interfaces. So in this study, we would investigate the aspect of discoverability and some other aspects like training and their support to third-party apps and some other aspects of virtual assistants who facilitate users through their voice interfaces through a variety of studies. So the problem space for the work done consists of three parts. First, how does a user know what tasks might be accomplished by a digital assistant? Second, how can they know if their particular digital assistant can perform that task or not? Third, how do they discover how to execute the command in a way that the digital assistant understands or not? So to address this problem space, first we try to find who our users are. So they may be of any educational level, any group, of any class, and they may have varying level of goals, like some may have speed as a goal or ease or comfort, someone to execute a task, someone to get some feedback. So in order to satisfy the users and their goals, we first conducted three need finding activities. First was to explore actual voice interfaces available outside like Siri, Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, or Amazon Echo. Second need finding exercise we conducted was the analysis of product reviews available online. So there are a number of thousands of reviews available which can give us potentially huge knowledge about the VA market and their shortcomings, etc. Third, we conducted surveys of 12 participants that were focused on command discoverability, interpretation, and challenges, and users in surveys suggested some very good improvements. So we had very precious findings from the need finding. That those findings are presented in my survey in need finding results section with two graphs. So in a way, we encountered some biases which include familiarity bias, evolution bias, confirmation bias, observer bias, social desirability bias, and we encountered those biases accordingly as mentioned in my poster. So the next stage was design alternatives. We brainstormed two ways. First, we conducted individual brainstorming and then group brainstorming. So in brainstorming, we just collected as much ideas as much we can collect, and we can brainstorm the ideas as much as possible. And then after the group brainstorming, we shortlisted those ideas, and the outcome of that was a number of shortlisted ideas which were quite familiar, like commands discoverability was one idea, another incorporation was search functionality, another idea we shortlisted was the support for individual preferences, profiles, and virtual assistant training for battery recognition was another idea which shortlisted, and then the incorporation of editable voice commands. Keeping in view these shortlisted ideas, we proposed some prototypes. So the two prototypes we proposed were card prototype and Wizard of Oz prototype. So both of them were very targeted towards voice interfaces, especially Wizard of Oz, which is highly usable in relation to the voice interfaces and aims to improve any virtual assistant in general. So user feedback received following the prototypes were really precise, and that really pointed us towards 3-4 things, which were precise commands, minimal processing time of commands, and inclusion of user preferences, and efficient virtual assistant training. Then comes the stage of evaluation. We conducted qualitative evaluation through Think Aloud protocols. We had 15 evaluations at a classroom structure, and we had also conducted some post Think Aloud interviews and questionnaire whose results are tabularized in my poster. And after that, we conducted an analysis of that feedback, and we found that the feedback from the qualitative evaluation were really aligned with the requirements, and they really pointed out towards user profiles, individualized user preferences, and the provision of global language access support. So concluding this, we had really a successful study which pointed out towards real user problems, and we tried to solve them through prototypes. And now, as a continuation of this study, we would like to get more details about our users in its next iteration or in next design lifecycle iteration for better and eventual solution proposal.